Welcome to your pick a card reading this evening. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be looking at what is so irresistible about your energy. Okay, why are people so addicted to your energy? And I really want to state that you may actually not be aware of this, okay? But we're going to highlight it for you. We're going to see what is so irresistible, magnetic, what people find very energetically, I feel alluring about your energy. That's what's coming through. That's what Spirit's saying, alluring. We're going to get really detailed messages tonight because I'm feeling like I really want to get really deep. I want to get as much specific, detailed messages. That's why I put 4 piles. So I want you guys to really feel the energies of the piles tonight, and whatever pile that you're drawn to first will be the pile with your messages. And we're going to see what people find very attractive and alluring about your energy. So let's get into it. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Oh my God, my throat just played up for pile number 3. Pile number 4. So let's get into it. Let's start with pile number 1, guys. Let's get your messages. Okay. All right, pile number 1. Let's get your messages. Let's see what is so irresistible and like why people are so drawn to your energy. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of giving me like why bees are drawn to honey. This is why people are drawn to your energy. And I really want to say before I get into it, before we get your messages, before I channel, you may not even be totally in this energy yet. This may be something that is maturing, something that will come in the near future or in a couple of years. But this potential is within you. Okay, whether it is totally actualized right now and you're totally in that energy and people are like, wow, this is why I can't get enough of you and your energy, or whether it is just like a little bit later on. It may give you a bit more like of an idea. Like maybe some of you guys know this about yourself, but you're not fully sort of accepting it. And this reading may be like, oh wow, yes, this is exactly how I'm feeling about myself. And I will say a lot of this reading and the whole reading, maybe you will have no idea that this is what people are drawn to you. Why people are drawn to you. Okay, so you chose the most, I feel the most intense deck out of all the decks. Pile number 1. Okay, you chose the one where, you know, people may feel, okay, I'm already getting so many messages. I'm just gonna start shuffling because I could be here all night. It's like you guys give hot cold, uncertainty, unpredictability. I mean, it's all that sort of stuff where you're not being truthfully, it's not even about being truthfully, it's kind of like you saying nothing. Your silence is so attractive, so alluring, so mesmerizing, you know? Mysterious deck, that's what I call this deck. So it'd be really interesting to see what cards you get. So what I'm going to do, pile number 1, is I'm going to sort of tap in even further into your energy. I like to really deeply tap in when I'm channeling. We're going to get what is so mesmerizing about your energy. Spirit, for pile number 1, please. Oh, Spirit is going straight to your confidence. Okay, you have a lot more confidence than you think. Because I'm getting trembling, I'm getting you know exactly who you are, pile number 1, and it's such a trend for pile number 1s. In all my readings, I know you guys are so strong in who you are. Must be the number 1 energy. Okay, the number 1 energy is definitely a confident energy. So you chose number 1. Your confidence is sexy as hell. Okay, your confidence will get you through a lot of, it's interesting, I'm kind of channeling at the moment, okay? Just take the channels as they are. If you don't resonate with them, leave them. But I'm telling you, you guys can be confident even if you're deep down or feeling like, oh my God, I am so anxious. I don't know what the hell is going on in my life. I don't know what I'm doing. But there's this energy of you having a very confident front up. People feeling like you have your life together. People seeing that you have a strong sense of integrity, a strong sense of, okay, I know who I am, so if everything else in my life falls apart, I'm okay with myself because I know myself to some extent. This is just how you appear. I'm feeling like your appearance is very, very attractive. The way that you appear to others, okay? Could be physically, but I do sense that you guys have a very good way of, I am getting charm. I am getting like, you have your shit together. You know exactly. It's okay. Spirit's just channeling so much for you guys. This is really nice. Spirit just said to me that if everything falls apart in your life, okay, or maybe someone else's life, you will know what to do. There is some sort of instincts that come to you where it's like, hey, all right, life is falling apart, but I know what to do. I know what the next step is. We're going to get through this. There's something really, like, you're very good in survival mode. A lot of people find that very attractive, and a lot of people find that very irresistible. You can help people through tough times with this energy, for sure. Power number 1. So even if deep down you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing or what's going on, but I'm going to trust my instincts. Good. Keep doing that because it's taking you far, and it will take you far in life. If some of you guys are not aware of this energy and you're going to tap into it a bit later, trust it because your instincts are spot on. I do feel that you could withstand really tough environments, tough conditions. People will heal around your energy, or they'll just have the space to explore what it is that they need in life at that moment with you. Like, you're a protective buffer for people, which is very attractive. It is irresistible. Yeah, you're protective in a nutshell. I'm just going to say that. Protective. People find you protective. And it's interesting because you bring out other people's protective instincts. I'm getting like an animal instinct. I'm getting a wolf. Like, if that's the vision I'm getting right now. What else, Spirit? Let me really deeply, I'm just getting your energy because I'm highly clairsentient. I read energy, but I really want to get some other like messages, like auditory or visual. Let's just give me a second. I'm going to tap in a little bit more for you, power number 1. Why do people can't get enough of power number 1's energy, Spirit? Of course. Why, Spirit? Why is power number 1's... They have a regular habit of this. Okay, there's this... Spirit just keeps pointing to your coldness, your detachment. And I know that this isn't on purpose. This isn't how you feel. I definitely feel like you deep down have like this gooey sense of warmness and sincerity and love that you have for people, especially a immense amount of loyalty. But it does come off as detached. You have this detached energy. Cold energy. It's like a cold-blooded animal. Like, I do get a lot of animal energy from this, from you. Which is interesting. I don't know if you have animal guides or animal spirits with you, or you were an animal in a past life, but yeah. People feel secure with you. So, of course, they're going to crave you when they're feeling like they can't look after themselves or things are all crumbling underneath the surface. You also have this energy of people... Okay, this is coming through as a very strong channel, and I think some of you may have experienced this. Not all of you, but some of you, so I'm going to say it. Where people just want to friend zone you, or where people will say no to you because they're afraid of you. I think you trigger a lot of people's fears, trigger a lot of people's projections, insecurities. Like, you are a mirror. You don't know how to hide shit. Okay, you're real, which is lovely. So it's interesting. I'm kind of looking at you as like a mirror, and when someone looks in that mirror, they see their true selves to the depths of their soul. Like, they don't look into a mirror and see what they want to see. They look into the mirror, which is you. This is how I'm feeling. And they see who they really are. And a lot of people, that is absolutely frightening. A lot of people don't want to see their true selves, trust me. But you don't know how to be otherwise. Like, you are real, 100% real, part number one. And my point was, what I was trying to say is that some people will see that you're like 100% real, you're intense, and you show people their true selves, okay? But sometimes it's just too much at that time. So they say no, or they back off, or they detach, or they just... But you're not fazed by this. I mean, you're already attached to yourself. You're like, whatever, who cares, okay? But the thing is that they'll come back to you. This is definitely my pile where it's like, you won't hear from someone for a couple months, but then they literally come back and they want to give themselves to you. Like, they're all to you, which is really interesting dynamic. It's interesting, actually. I find this pile very, like, I could watch a movie on your energy and be very intrigued and fascinated and captivated. So that is your energy. It's like a movie where you don't know what the hell's going on, and you're kind of like having to, you're a hook in a movie. Yeah, you're like, people are hooked by you, and they have to experience you to the end of the movie to really understand what the hell's going on. That's what I feel with your energy, part number one. And it's interesting because we're talking about why people find your energy attractive, alluring, magnetic, why people can't get enough of your energy. I've already gone through so much. Let me get a few more cards. It's really interesting when I do readings at night and when I do readings in the day, because I get such a different vibe. My style of reading, yeah, it's interesting myself. I'm like aware of this through your pile. I think what is beautiful about your energy, part number one, is that people become aware of themselves through your energy. Wow. I've already done that deck. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, pile number one, okay? Some people are a little bit scared of you. And it's not bad or anything. It's just because you trigger things within themselves, within the other person's energy, who's attracted to you. Let me get one more card. Spirit just keeps reiterating this line from Selena Gomez's song, Kill 'Em With Kindness. I don't know what the hell that has to do with this, but sometimes I'll get like channels where I'm like, okay, how does that work? It's like you're like a puzzle. I really have to sort of figure out my channels and how they fit with you. And I think that's how you rub off with other people. Maybe people like look at you as a puzzle, and you're like, and they're like, oh, okay, this is how I feel from them. I'm getting this signal. This is like, yeah, you're a puzzle, pile number one, to people, and that can be very attractive. That can be very magnetic to people, and people can be very much trapped in your energy because of this having to try to figure out what the hell is going on in your energy. Because I do feel that you're not completely like out, like forward or up front or clear. Like, you're a little bit of a puzzle. You're just you may be a little bit more hidden, a little bit more mysterious. All right, let's get to your cards. None of your cards turned up front. Not surprised. You're quite hidden. So let's turn over the energies. Let's see. Let's make sure that you can see the cards clearly in the camera, because I can never get it right. I look back at the readings, the video YouTube readings, and I'm like, ugh, that does not look very well presented. But oh well, I'm all about getting the messages through. If you can hear the messages, that's what counts the most. So let's start off over here. Let's see, what do people find so mesmerizing about your energy? Why can't people get enough of your energy, whether they're with you or not? And I don't do reversals, guys. Wow. Oh, I'm so excited. Look, oh my God. Immediately I can see so many different legs and so many different arms. Okay. I feel like getting all your cards. Wow. This is nice. This is leadership energy. This is, you are, I knew always my pile number ones have a strong sense of self. Moving on. Oh, you're not afraid to move on. Like, I must say, pile number one, what people find so attractive about you is that you don't need someone to complete you. You're already complete by yourself. You're already so satisfied within. Like, your soul is so fulfilled already. And that can be hard. Some people's soul isn't evolved. They need a lot of different lifetimes, but your soul is evolved. So you don't need so many people to feel adequate or to feel fulfilled. And I want you to know that is such an amazing quality within yourself. And I think that just comes because you've had many, many lifetimes. I think you're quite evolved, pile number one. And this is what is attractive. You may attract a lot of people that haven't had as many lifetimes on this earth. You know, their soul still needs to evolve. But it's really nice that they have your energy, your evolved, masterful energy is what I'm getting. Because I'm already looking at your cards and I'm like, wow. Wow. If I was to want to hang around with anyone, it would be you guys. I mean, I haven't looked at the other piles, but I love your energy so much just by the cards. So let's get into it. So we have a Black Moon Lilith in Aries. Lead your life. You're a leader. You're a leader. It's next to the world as well. So you're here to be a leader in the world. You're here to be an example. You may have a position of authority, or that may be something that you crave. Other people find that energy irresistible, straight up, because you know what you want. You know your place in the world as well. If this isn't something that you resonate with right now, it's something that's going to happen in the future. So get ready for that. I think for you, pile number one, there's so much that you're going to have to experience in this lifetime, because like I said before, I think your soul's evolved so much that you're here to be an example. You're here to influence the world in some way. You're not here to learn your lessons. I think you've learned a lot. People are here to come to you to learn their lessons. Like I said, I think you're a mirror. You provoke, you project, and you show people things that they need to know about themselves, or things that they deeply desire or want to express about themselves. Okay? So look at this. You've got Aries and Capricorn together. You've got Aries lead your life, and you've got the boss. Leader and the boss, a position of authority. This is what people find attractive about you. You are somewhat experienced, whether that's in your career or whether that's in some sort of subject. But it's just giving me that confidence that I felt. Let's have a look. We have the world with how can you feed others when your own table is empty? No. Okay. You help feed other people's empty tables. Oh, I love this so much. It's like when people meet you, this is what is so irresistible about you, is that you fill that empty plate. I know this is metaphorical, but it's like you give people so much more than they expected from you. Where it's like, if they were to leave your energy, they will miss your energy because of how much you give. How much value you give as well with that card here with the World. Like, I definitely feel you're generous as hell. You know what it's like to have an empty plate. I don't know where I'm going with this, Spirit, but Spirit's really highlighting an empty plate. And it's in the sense of like, you've maybe had nothing once in your life. So that sort of propelled you to want to create a full plate for yourself. Whether that's in your career, your love life, your whatever it is that you desire, you had to work for it and you made it happen. Very independent energy here. Very self-equipped energy as well. We also have Imagine Solutions and Buy the Book. These two cards, wow, security. You create security for other people. Buy the Book is like, okay, this is the problem. This is what we need to do on a practical level, okay? Which is goddamn boring, but it's productive and it's realistic. And a lot of the time we don't want things that we need, but you give people that. You give people so much security. It's insane. Like, that's what I'm getting with this. It's like, people may have an issue or a problem. You can solve that issue. You solve their issue just because of your level of experience. And maybe you guys, I do get a vibe that you guys may like to learn, study. You may have a lot of qualifications under your belt. You don't have to, but this could be, like I said, guys, if this doesn't resonate, it's something that you're coming into. Come back in 5 years and you'll be like, whoa. Like, sometimes Spirit gives me energies for people that are quite, how do I say it? Immature, but then they start to mature into the energy. All right, let's have a look over here. I'm not even having a look at the number sequences yet. I'm just having a look at the cards. We have the Addict and we have Library. Oh my God, I was just talking about you guys like to learn. There's a lot of books here. Beautiful. Take control of your own narrative. Oh, addicted, addict. Okay, what people find so attractive about you is that you don't cope through maladaptive behaviors. And I want to say that everyone does this. Okay, everyone does this, even if they don't realize. We have to have a coping mechanism. But for you, it is in the most constructive way. You cope in the most constructive way. It's not something here where you decide to cope with addictions that are toxic. You're aware of it. I do feel though, pile number one, you could easily go down that road. You could easily go down that road of like, okay, I'm gonna just mask my pain through some sort of addictive behavior. But because you know that you have the capacity to do that, you don't want to do that because you know that how far you'll take it. There's some level of self-awareness here as well, which is pretty amazing and profound, which I kind of come to respect. And I think a lot of people sense that about you. Maybe you guys have had an addictive behavior in the past and you've worked through it. Example of that could be, drugs. We could be addicted to anything. Any sort of pleasure to deny your pain or your level of growth that needs to happen. It could be any sort of behavior, guys. Like, I could give you a number of things. What are the most common ones? We all like to numb our pain through drugs. alcohol, other people, sex, TV, gaming. I'm just naming a number of things. Whatever you indulge in that makes you feel like you don't have to deal with your pain, you've worked through it, for some of you guys, which makes me so proud of you. And also, like I said, some of you guys, this could be something that you're working through in the future. Just have to put that out there. Because you could be actually indulging in some sort of behavior right now that you know you don't want to, but you'll get through it. That's why I just had to state that. People admire your strength and the fact that you do deal with your shit. You deal with your shit, part number one. And in some way that makes other people want to deal with their own, which is very, very attractive about your energy, okay? This card is giving me devil energy, and it's interesting because it's with the addict, because we have a hand here controlling this woman. It's puppet energy. Puppet energy gives me devil because we are 90% of the time controlled by behaviors that we're not aware of. And it's interesting, I kind of feel like people that are with you will have to deal with their own insecurities, with their own crap. And as much as they hate you for it, they love you for it at the same time. All right, let's go over here. We have the creatrix, and then moving on. Wow. Let me go back to this library card because I really want to just quickly say one more thing about it. Take control of your own narrative. Your own narrative. Your own life. You create the outcomes that you want. This is very, very deliberate energy. It's very like, this is the life I want. I'm going to make that happen for me. I'm not going to put my hands in someone else's control. Like, you're definitely in control, part number one. And your control, very attractive energy for other people. Especially those that don't feel so in control of their life. But you need to know that you once weren't. All right? You once weren't. Or you once maybe didn't feel in control. But you are. And this is what you will have a lot more of as you get older in life. Like a lot more control in the sense of like, hey, I've got a lot more wisdom and life experience, and I know how to do the right things, but I'm not afraid to share where I effed up or where I didn't do so right. You don't have that much level of arrogance with your energy. Very attractive. Very, very, very attractive. Because a lot of energies, especially where there's a level of power, you know, there seems to be a level of corruption, but for you, there's this level of honesty that comes through. A level of like laid backness, like an average dude or gal, which is very humble. I like it. I like this energy a lot. I haven't got the other energies. Okay, so moving on in creatrix. Creatrix, you create the life you want. You help other people create their life. You help people move away from what doesn't work for them or what is like, I definitely feel you make people better than they were when they weren't with you. Like the quality of their lives just skyrockets. That is what's so attractive about your energy and you. Moving on to big and better things. You help people do that, especially with the Imagined Solutions. Like people's lives, I just feel when people meet you or when they come across you, a lot of them could be at a crossroads, or a lot of them could be trying to figure out where they want to go in life or what their direction is, or needing some sort of mentor. I'm not saying that you are a mentor, but your energy kind of gives it off like people see you as a mentor just because of your energy. So people will move towards a better life because of you. And that's what's attractive about you. I'm also getting like you'll catch them in when they're trying to lie to themselves, or when they're trying to pretend. Like, you guys see right through that. Let's have a look over here. These two cards are very interesting. And then I'm going to have a look at the number sequences. Attraction. You are very attractive. Your energy is super attractive. You've got a super moon in attraction with Master Manifestor. Okay, part number one, you're very future orientated. I will say that. Whatever you want, you'll achieve it. You're a goal getter. You're driven. You can manifest anything that you want. You're a master manifester. You got the creatrix, which I'll say is the creator. Lead your life. Double one. When I get a double number, it means that those two cards are connected. So you've got Aries with the creatrix. Far out. Oh my God. This is a magical moment. Pile number one. Can you see the ram there? The goat, or whatever you call it. The ram. And then you've got here, the ram. Far out. You could be an Aries or a Capricorn. You don't have to. You could have it in your chart. But people are inspired by the life that you want to create or have created. Because they just want to be a part of it. Like, I don't even know what world you've created already or what you want to create. I know over here this is sort of like your future energy, so you have a lot yet to manifest, but you will, because you're a master manifestor. Super attraction. So like, you will attract whatever it is that you desire and manifest it. So people maybe are drawn to your manifestation energy, the fact that you can help them manifest the life that they want, or you just have this magical energy of making things work out for the people that desire your energy. It's like when they're with you, their life works out. They're on a better path. They seem to make better choices. They seem to want to be like you. I will say that, and I know that for some people that's like, oh, I don't want people to be like me, but that's what people desire about your energy. It's like, wow, you're my high. It's so interesting because you are acting as your higher self. Even if you don't feel like you're there yet, you're already acting like it, okay? Even if you're unaware. And people can sense that, people can feel that. And it's very attractive, very alluring, and very magnetic. So your professional life is definitely inspiring. Okay. I do sense that as well. Let me have a look at the numbers before I get more cards. Yeah, you do have a lot of like 11, 1, 1. Okay, Spirit, let's get some more energies. A little bit more energies before we get your intuitive messages. Why are people so drawn to pile number one's energy? Confidence. Didn't I just say that when I was channeling? That's crazy how Spirit does that. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. It does. I don't know what it is, but some of you guys are an old soul. Simple love. Your love is definitely practical, even though you have a side to yourself that other people may not have access to. That is really interesting with you, pile number one. There's a side of you that you don't give access to, only to certain people. Let's get one card of here. Collaboration. Oh yeah, you're very good with working with people. I mean, you got the boss, the leader, the emperor vibe, the master manifestation. You have to work with people. I think people are drawn to you, okay? But I know that you're very good at being in social situations when it benefits you. When you want something, you are very good at understanding who can give that to you, what you want. You're very good at like sussing people out and be like, hey, this person's a benefit to me, or this person has this skill. Yeah, like, and people can see that and sense that with you, and they're like, wow, I wish I could have that kind of networking ability, or that sixth sense that you have with reading people. Like, you guys can read people so well. It's crazy. You may read people that are drawn to you, and they're like, how did you know that about me? Like, you are definitely my visionaries or bigger picture people. Talk to us. We are still listening. Oh my God, animal. Remember how I said you were like animalistic in the sense of you can trust your instincts. You may have animal guides, and you do. This is an owl, but this is the card that tells me that you have animal spirits. They're listening to you. You definitely have wisdom that people really want to tap into and sort of try to study. Like, people want to listen to you, and it's almost like you're a teacher for life, and they can study what you've gone through and learn a lot from you, which is very attractive. So let's get one more card from this deck, because I really want to give it this beautiful, beautiful deck a card for you guys. Say no. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Remember how I said, you put yourself first, part number one. And you're not afraid to say no. And some people that don't have a strong sense of self, or don't have a strong sense of understanding of who they are, will find this very attractive about you, because you put your boundaries up. You're like, no, I won't tolerate this, or no, I don't like that, or no, this is not what it's going to be like, or no, that's not true about yourself. Like, you're very good at reading other people, but the saying no is just a confirmation about how strong you are within yourself and who you are. Okay, you're not afraid to say no, and that can be very attractive to other people. People love that. People are like, wow, he said no. Oh, wow, she said no. Oh, okay. I'm puzzled, but I'm attracted to that. That's nice. This person has standards, or this person knows who they are. Fantastic. All right, let's get some intuitive messages. These messages are just what we've been talking about, or any sort of messages that you need to know right now from Spirit. Okay, I'm just going to put that intention out there, part of one. All right, let me put them down first. Oh, wow. Pile number one. Okay. I feel these are messages that you need to hear right now, okay? Just you. All right? So, breaking down walls of your old self and being more open and social to those you love, reconnection with relationships, all right? I do feel there is a sense of you taking down your walls a little bit, okay? When I looked at that card, I was like, you're putting your energy into something just because you want to distract yourself. Okay? I just sensed that. So try to allow people in, or be available for people, okay? That's what I get with that card, because I think deep down you will actually really enjoy the connection from other people, or the attention. Someone just opened a door downstairs. It just like creaked. Okay. Travel, adventure, holiday, and trip. Okay. Some of you guys may need to take a travel, holiday, trip, adventure. Maybe it's landing on the simple love. It could be something that could enrich a love relationship if you're currently in a relationship, or it could just be a trip or adventure or holiday that brings love, or it could just be something that you enjoy. Do more of it. I do sense that. Like, there's such a positive energy here. We also have, there are secrets being hidden from you. Soon you'll find out something important that you need to know. Yeah. Pile number 1. Okay, I know that you are probably really good at revealing things that are hidden from you. Okay, you can see right through people. People may think that they can hide things from you, but later they'll realize that they can't. But there's something here that you'll find out about someone or a situation. I mean, I think it's one of your biggest strengths. Okay, and people may feel like they have to hide things from you just because they may be a little bit intimidated by you, but that's okay. It's no like hard feelings or anything. Okay. We also have turn your self-doubts into appreciation. You have so much to offer. Focus on creating feel good vibes. Yeah, look at this. Whatever doubts you have, it's not really like that much of an issue or a problem that you're making it out to be. Okay, you do have a lot to offer to people, a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge. But it's interesting because I'm looking at that card, I'm like, let's just be a little bit lighter. Let's just not be so intense with the knowledge. Let's just be like, let people know who you are without feeling like people are trying to get something from you. There's hidden motives in this card, and I don't know why it might be coming from this card here, but you may feel like people always want something from you, or there's like a hidden motivation. But Spirit is trying to say with this card, it's like just go with the flow. Like, not everyone has some sort of hidden agenda. Okay, so you can let your guard down. You can be a little bit more chill. Good vibes here. It's true, it's honest, don't worry. Then we have take a new direction. It's landing on the manifestation and attraction. Maybe some of you guys want a new direction. There could be something that you're manifesting that takes you to a completely different direction than you think. Could be unexpected as well. But you're definitely going to be taking a new direction in life. Does have something to do with your manifestation, so it'll be different for everyone. But whatever it is that you deeply, deeply want to desire, that you really want to make happen in this life, it's going to take you on a new direction that you currently are, which is exciting, I feel. I think it's good for you. Your life is not going to be the way that it is. I'm getting with these 3 cards. Big changes are coming. How exciting. So part number 1, that was your reading. That is why people are so attracted to your energy. They find you so mesmerizing. Fascinating. Definitely love tapping into your energy. So if there's anything that resonated in this reading, feel free to leave a comment. I love your feedback. If you guys liked my energy and my style of reading and you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe so I can see you in another reading. Right, let's get to pile number 2. I think it was this, oh my god, I can't really remember exactly. This was pile number 2, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yes, okay, pile number 2. We're having a look at why people find your energy so alluring, attractive, magnetic, like why people cannot get enough of your energy. That is what this reading's all about. I will channel, I'll tap into your energy. I will, like, I'm highly clairsentient, that's my gift, so I read energy, so, but I can get other clairs, like auditory messages, visions, but we'll see what comes through for you. So you chose this beautiful deck. It's definitely a very watery deck. It's definitely, you know, when I touch this deck, I feel cleansed, I feel nourished, I feel as if I've improved my life in some way. So this is the energy that you could have on other people. Like, that's what your energy does to other people. It nourishes people. It getting like revitalizes. That's what I'm getting. This is such a lovely deck. I think, yeah, I don't know, a lot of you could be a water sign, or you could have water in your chart. You don't have to be, but it's just giving me this. You really tapping deep into what you need. What do you really crave and what do you really need? 2 different things, guys. 2 different things. I think for you, you're aware of what your needs are. straight up is what I'm getting. Okay, you're aware of what you need, whether you like that or not. You know, a lot of people can try to hide the fact that they may need to address some certain issues within themselves or let go of certain people or situations, but you know what you need and you take the steps to work on yourself. I feel like a lot of you're doing this right now. And people really respect you for it. I'm getting a sense of deep self-healing, development, growth. You're definitely going to have a breakthrough soon. Okay, I'm already getting channels. Guys, with my channels, just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But I'm getting that you guys are going to have a breakthrough. You're very, very close. We may see what area of your life this is, but it is coming through. There's something here that you have mastered within yourself, or whatever it is that you're working on, something that you see as a weakness that you've been really trying to sort of, look at that, justice, pop right out. That's that breakthrough. That's like, I have tackled something hard and I've gotten through to the other side. Like, I'm getting really emotional for this group, but it's tears of happiness. It's tears of, wow, you're like a newfound sense of self. You're like, people may not recognize you, to be honest. So it's interesting. I'm trying to, okay, part number 2. I'm tapping into the fact that what is so attractive about your energy and who is drawn to your energy and finds your energy magnetic and how do I say it? I can't even find the words for that. People may not even find the words for you and how you make people feel. And that can be water energy. Water energy is very mysterious. It's like psychic. It's not even part of this physical world. So it's really hard to put into words. So people may find that about your energy. But what I'm trying to say is that you've just gone through a transformation, part number 2. So you're about to attract a whole different kettle of fish. It's like people used to like your old version of you, but now there's this, I don't even think it's happened yet. This is what I'm picking up on. You're about to have a lot of admirers, a lot of people come for you because of you and who you've evolved into. Like, I am so intrigued by this pile. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get into this. I love it when people go through facing certain aspects of themselves that they know they need to leave behind and work through, and they do that and they come out on the other side, and now there's this completely different person, and that's you right now. So we're going to have a look at that person, because that person is what people are going to find so attractive. So your ability to transform, your ability to evolve, your ability to know that you are done from a situation or done from patterns of behavior or things in your life that just no longer work for you. I do want to say that your presence is more alluring than your words. Okay, so people come into your energy, you don't even have to say anything. They're just like, oh wow, I feel like this person has such a vivid inner world, like just by your energy, not even by you saying anything. There's so much to you, power number 2, and it is a blessing. It is a positive thing that I'm trying to say, and people love that. People love that they may not ever actually fully understand you. That's definitely a thing that people find mesmerizing about your energy, is that there's no ending. Like, and that's a very watery energy. So I don't know why, I'm just feeling like a lot of you have water in your chart, or it could be a water sign. Put it in the comments if you are, because I'm getting that fully here. But you don't have to be. I really want to reiterate that. You don't have to be a water sign. You could just be in this energy at this stage in your life. All right. Can you see your cards? You can. Sometimes I get too carried away and I can't really see what you can see. The pile number 2, Spirit. What is so alluring about their energy to other people? Why people cannot get enough of their energy? Oh, wow. This is weird. Okay, I'm getting this image of fragments of your energy as being shattered and stuck into the people that find you, the people that have come across your energy. So what that means in simplistic terms is just that you create heavy energetic cords. So your energy, once felt or once come into being, people are welcomed into your energy. It is very hard to let go of it. The energy cord is very, very strong. I wonder exactly how you do that, but it's interesting. I find it very, like, I don't even know how you do it. So people are stuck on your energy for a long, long time. We'll find out why. All right, we've got 2 cards that have turned up right. Let's get into the cards. Let's get into cards pile number 2. So we have empowerment and we have justice. It's interesting because I was just talking about how people are so enmeshed with your energy and find it hard to sort of like detach from you once they're come into your energy field. And we have this card that says strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, allies with, combines with. That's crazy. Like, what is it? It's crazy. It's like a science experiment when you get 2 elements that just work so well together that it just interacts and combines, and like it's very hard to separate. That's what I get. So wow. Then we have justice. So the justice card for me is it's positive. Like, it's a positive reaction. You give a positive chemical reaction. Let's just put it like that. If I'm going to go down that sciencey metaphor. So whatever sort of interaction you have with someone, it's positive. It works out. It's helpful. It's encouraging. It could even be very powerful, reactive, in the sense of, wow, I'm so drawn and I cannot separate my energy from this person. Why? What the hell? What's going on? That is very watery as well. Let's get more energy. Let's see what's going on. Ride the waves. Oh my god. That's so funny because I got an image of a wave just before. Life lessons and growth. You will get through this. Yes. Okay. This is not just the energy of you riding waves and getting through this. This is about riding waves with people. So the people that come into your life will ride the waves with you and you get through it together. Very enmeshed energy I'm getting. Oh, we have a blanked archetype. I'm just going to get another one because I don't want blank. We want an actual archetype energy. Okay, Martyr. Beautiful. learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Wow. Okay, I'm getting so much from these 4 cards. Okay, it's like that energy of, I'm getting a film clip, and this is so random. I don't remember song lyrics that well. I don't remember video clips. I don't remember, and it's coming, there's something coming through, which is interesting. So you guys may resonate to like song lyrics or video clips or music in general, but there's this song with Halsey, and I'm getting the video clip, and it's with that guy. Oh god, I don't know the lyric name, but it's Halsey, and it's a very intense song, and I'm getting ringing in my ear, so it's very important. And now I really want to know the name of the song, but it's a very intense Halsey with another guy singer. He features in the video clip. Okay, he is already a very good artist, well-established singer, and he does a song with Halsey. Some of you guys will already know it. Find it. I'll try to find the song and put it with you guys because it's very significant. I don't know how, but when a song comes randomly in a reading, it's very significant. All I know is that I know that song is very intense and emotional, and it's about partnerships. So some of you guys have had very intense partnerships, and they could have been toxic. They're just very enmeshed, right? I think you throw your all into relationships, or you have in the past, or you just give all of yourself is what I'm getting. But what I'm feeling here with these 4 cards is that both of you, okay, why am I getting partnerships, guys? I don't know what this is. You've been in a very intense partnership, and you've both have gone through a lot, and you've experienced everything together. Emotionally, physically, spiritually. And this is partly what is so magnetic and alluring about your energy, is that you experience other people's pain, experience what other people go through. You will take on other people's pain. You will take on other people's emotions because it helps them be comfortable with having to bear their emotions or understand or feel their emotions. Like, you're like a mother, like, I don't want to say mother, why am I coming through with mother, but it's giving me this vision of like when a mother is with their baby, and they know, especially newborns, they will know exactly what that baby is feeling and know what it needs. I'm getting that kind of like dynamic, that duo of you knowing emotionally what another person needs, or helping them go through really tough, like psychic energy, psychically well equipped to knowing exactly how the other person is feeling. And when someone is validated by another person with how they're feeling, that is definitely an attractive quality, and people will love that because everyone wants to emotionally be understood or be emotionally held in this instinct, which I feel like you do. You're very good at holding emotions, no matter how hard and intense they are. All right, let's go. Beginnings. Blessed. Wow, is that a 22? It's a 2. We got a 222 here. 2 is all about partnerships. 222, partnerships. Wow. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at all your cards. 7 of Swords. Teacher. Oh, you can see the cards. Yes, you can. 2 of Wands. We've got a mirror. We've got kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. And then we've got a message from your angels. We care about you. We want you to take care of yourself. Okay. Comes back to you caring for another more than yourself. All right, pie number 2. What people find so attractive about you, and what I find very attractive about you, okay, I am another person, is that you will go to extreme lengths to put another person first before yourself. And I know that sometimes that is so like, put as, oh, that's such a shit thing to do. But it's coming across as such an attractive quality for you. And why people love your energy is because you have another person's back. Like, oh my God, I'm getting so many possible scenarios that this could play out. It's like it's like, even if you're scared or you're fearful or if you don't really know what you're doing, you will know instinctively what your person or your partner or whoever's around you in that moment needs or wants, and you will address that and fulfill that. So I am also getting instances that are popping up in my mind, like visions of where someone feels unsafe. You're perfect. You will, God, you will, how do I explain this, Spirit? You're like a safety line. Does that make sense? Similar to power number 1 in the sense that you are very, very good at providing safety for someone in times of need, in times of crisis, in times of, you just are there. You're even there more than power number 1. You will, with the martyr, learning to transcend nature of service of oneself to a cause, you look at other people as causes. Like you can't separate yourself. There's something here about, I don't know if you've had a relationship that you just literally were so entrenched in, as if you were one with them. I think a lot of you have, or it's just you give off that vibe. Okay, let's go to this card here. So blessed in beginnings. You may have a lot of beginnings in your life. You're not afraid of beginnings. You're not afraid of closing doors and opening new doors. I do get that. You may have a lot of new beginnings. I do get, okay, I know this won't resonate for all of you, but it's coming through, so I'm going to say it. People may get a lot of second chances from you. You may even say no to someone and then they come back and you're like, okay, I'll give you another second chance. There's a lot of no, yes, coming back, leaving, coming back. Like that, I just have to put that out there, okay? A lot of people cannot fully say no to you. A lot of people can't fully close that door on you. But you do adapt really well to new beginnings. I think your life will... It's giving me the vibe of, okay, even if you're going through darkness, you know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is a new beginning. You're always striving for something new. And you're always very grateful and blessed, even if you're in dark. Like, I do get a lot of darkness here, okay? I'm not going to lie. Maybe you've gone through a lot of darkness, or maybe you know how to endure darkness. Maybe you attract people that do have a lot more darkness than you. There's a lot of light in this energy. You are light. Maybe you attract people that have darker energies, but it works well, like the chemical reaction that I was trying to explain to you with this conjunction, empowerment. But then we have here 7 of Swords with be your own first priority. Muriel, what is she doing? She's creating. She's painting on the wall. She's painting on a blank canvas, which kind of gives me the vibe it's connected to the new beginnings. You could be very, very creative person, artistic. I do sense that. But what I love about this card here is that I'm not focused on the creative process here, which I know you are very creative and you may like animals as well. But I'm focusing on what she's drawn. That's what Spirit's focusing me on. A house, a castle, a safe place, stability. You are a safe place for people, but people feel like home when they're with you. And when we're at home, what are we? We're like, we can let our guard off. We can let our roles that we play in every day. We can be who we truly are. We can hide ourselves from the outside world. We can let ourselves go a little bit. You know, like, we are completely different to when we're at home, to when we're outside in society. And I think people show their different sides to you, and they know that they can, which is very attractive and learning about your energy. You may get people acting in such different ways and different sides of themselves, and you're like, what's going on? But it's because they're comfortable with you and they can feel vulnerable. Okay? They don't have to feel like they're in this Seven of Swords energy, which is trickery, being lied to, deceived. No. Maybe they've had that before and that shut them up and closed them up, but you've opened people up. You've like allowed people to really express themselves and parts of themselves they don't even recognize. They're like, why am I acting in this way? But it's because I needed to let this repressed part of myself be free, run wild with you. And that is what's so attractive and irresistible about your energy. Okay, people can show different sides of themselves to you, even sides that they're not even aware of. All right, let's go to the Teacher and the Two of Wands. Wow. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. Yes. Okay, I wanted to say that this is your energy, but I'm not feeling like it's your energy, okay? You may be the student in this instance. I think you love to learn. I think you could eventually be a teacher if you wanted to be. I don't sense that this is your energy right now. It could be something that you're growing into, but I do sense that you love knowledge, you love learning. You could be, I don't know, like learning something at the moment, wanting to learn something, wanting to study, wanting to gain knowledge in some area. You're very curious and you have a thirst for knowledge. Let's have a look at these two cards. The Well Maidens, kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. We care about you, want you to take care of yourself. So these two cards just tell me that you will take care of another person's needs before your own. Maybe you've done that before. Maybe that's something that you're learning. But your selflessness is incredible. Okay? People can really trust you, and people can really know that you have their back, which I feel is very rare in this time. You know, there's not many people that I know in my life that I fully know that they have my back. You know, it's kind of like giving me the vibe of, you can call this person at 4 a.m. and they won't get bothered. They have your back. There's someone here. This is how people view you, all right? A lot of people don't want to be bothered these days, or people are just so busy to really, honestly, fully be there 100% for someone, especially when it is inconvenient for them. You don't care. Wow, pile number 2. How amazing is this energy? I love it. Your self-sacrifice energy is through the roof. And people love this about you. And people are very, very special to have your energy, or to be a part of your energy. Let's get some intuitive messages. I'm not going to get any more messages because your energy is very intense, and I think that's enough. So these energies, okay, that I'm bringing through now, intuitive messages, are just going to be messages that you need to know right now from Spirit, okay? They could be about what we've been talking about, but I definitely feel like this is more about what you need to know right now. We have Rage. Wow. Whoa, we're talking about emotional energy. Yeah. Oh, I knew there was some sort of energy here. Okay. All right. People need your knowledge. You can help many people live. Yeah. You're learning about yourself, okay? That's the knowledge that is soon going to be pretty remarkable as you get older. The fact that you understand your emotions and learn deeply about yourself. So we have Rage here. It is with Ride the Waves, okay? So you could be understanding what triggers you, right? There is stuff here This is emotional energy. This is watery energy. So you know what makes you angry. You know what sets you off. You know your triggers. That's right. That could be something that you're doing right now. We also have you're about to embark on a journey of lifetime. Get ready. Yes, with justice. Wow. I think it has something to do with this new beginning. You know, I feel like no matter how much of a darkness surrounds you, or as much as a hole that you feel that you have dug yourself into, there is light there. There is light somewhere. This is what that new beginning is. That's what that beginnings in the blessed card is. It's like you don't get down in the dumps for too long. Let yourself cry is just showing your emotional maturity, okay? Do not try to, how do I say it? Push your emotions down. Numb your emotions. Not for you, part number 2. You have to feel them. You have to, especially you. Let yourself cry. Okay, cry. But I do sense that this crying card is that you help other people get in touch with their emotions and let themselves cry. Like I said before, with the Seven of Swords, and with this stable house here, firm foundation. You let people feel safe enough to reveal their emotions, which I want to say is very, very, like I'm getting chills. Like it that is what is incredible about your energy. Then we have magic. Your magic. The knowledge that you're learning now about yourself and in the future is just going to be so, so important and so valuable for the world, because it's next to people need your knowledge. You can help many people live a life they've always wanted. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you ended up being a teacher, you know, not an actual professional teacher. You could be, but in the sense of being a mentor to someone, or whatever it is that you've studied, or whatever that you find very passionate about, you'll end up teaching that. I think, yeah, for sure. I think you cannot help but want to teach what it is that you've learned. Especially if there's information that you have within yourself that you're going to learn through your experiences, that you're going to want other people to learn and understand. Yeah. It's part of your soul purpose, I feel. So power number 2, that was your reading. Those were your messages. Amazing. What was so mesmerizing and attractive about your energy? Why people cannot get enough of your energy? If you guys found anything that resonated, feel free to leave a comment. I love your comments. If you guys like my energy and my style of reading, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can see you in another YouTube video. Okay? All right, let's get into pile number 3. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to be looking at why people cannot get enough of your energy. What is so mesmerizing about your energy, magnetic about your energy? Why people don't want to be away from your energy, okay? Why does your energy linger within them for days on end? I'm just gonna have some water because I've been speaking for like an hour and 13 minutes. Okay. All right, let's get into it. I'm so excited for your pile for some reason. It's interesting because I'm like, is this my pile? But Spirit's like, no. Sometimes that happens in a reading. I'm like, I want this to be my pile, but Spirit says no. So it's not my pile, but this is your pile. So we're going to get your messages. All right, I'm going to tap into your energy and we're going to see what comes through. We got lots of your cards. Spirit for pile number 3. I'm going to channel a little bit while we get all your cards. So bear with me. Spirit for pile number 3, what do you want them to know in terms of what makes their energy so mesmerizing, attractive? Okay, guys, you are my family group. And when I say family, I don't know, but there's family values here. There's family coming through very, very strong, where you maybe even want a family. Or maybe you want the family you never had. You want to build a family. Something is coming through very, very strongly. Like when I get really strong messages, they usually come through really quickly and fast. And that's what I'm getting here about family. So people may see you as family or want to have a family with you. You may be the type of person where, okay, long term, I know that this energy I can have, this stability, I can have that future, that dream life with the marriage, the house, the kids, the dogs, all that kind of stuff. The 10 of Pentacles is coming through strongly here. People can sense that with your energy. So you may have your shit together, or you will in the future. If you're like, oh, I don't have my shit together, no way. Well, people think you do. I do feel though with this energy, as much as I tap into it more, it's like you go from extremes. So it could be like maybe you never wanted a family and then something drastic happened into your life, and you're like, oh yeah, I do want children now. I do want a family. There's something here where you change your mind, or you have an experience that affects you deeply, intensely, and yeah, your values change. Your world changes. I'm also getting you go from having nothing to having everything. And I know that sounds very unrealistic or almost cinematic, in the sense of it sounds like a fairy tale. You know, when people, it's giving me sort of poverty, and then it's giving me this luxurious energy where you have more than enough. You're living lavishly. So it does tell me that you will go through great change in your life, or you have, or you've worked hard for what it is that you have attained materially in your life, if that is something that's already happened. But it will happen. There's definitely a massive amount of shifts that's happening. I'm just sensing it. I don't know if you're already going through that, or like, yeah, massive change in your it could be family. The change is happening in your family as well. I'm not going to lie, guys, I don't like to sugarcoat things in my readings, but I do feel like this disappointment or this dissatisfaction in your past or in your upbringing, and that shifts and changes. So like I said at the beginning of your reading, where it's like, if you didn't have a strong, secure family growing up, you want to create that for your children. That's an example, okay? Doesn't have to be, it could be many different things, but there is something here that you've gone through that you don't want to repeat, and that you kind of want to change for your generation, for your bloodline, for your future. Interesting. And why is this so attractive for other people? Because I think a lot of people definitely would find this admirable or more inspiring and jaw-dropping. Like, I am telling you, it's like Spirit is giving me this vision of that person in high school that was like the biggest dork, who was assumed as not going to do anything with their life, or just a low life person or energy. And then 10 years later, they are such a different person. They are the person that is moved ahead the most in their life, or has done the most amazing things in their life, or achieved the most. Like, and they're unrecognizable. So you could actually, that could definitely be something, guys. If you were a certain type of person in high school. And I can't believe I'm going through this. Like, I can't believe I'm talking about this in stereotypical terms of like, oh, labels and this, you're this person and that. But that's what Spirit's bringing through. It's like the way that you were in high school and the way that you were viewed, you've glowed up. People don't recognize you as that person that you were in high school, or the image that you gave off, not you, who you were, but what people thought of you. Weird, I've never had Spirit revert to high school. So you're definitely not like you were in high school. You've gone through some massive transformation. Wow. People may even crush on you now that used to think less of you in high school. Look at the sun. Wow. Okay. What is so attractive about pile number 3's energy, Spirit? I'm also feeling really hot in my body. And I know that I don't have aircon in my room, but you have this fiery energy. Like, I am getting people look up to you. People are inspired by you. People are just shocked. There's something where I'm getting like a jaw-dropping reaction from someone. It's like maybe you open up about yourself and your life and people are like, what the hell? Like, there's something about you that people don't expect. But once you talk about what you've gone through or your changes, like, you're probably the group that has the most changes, most dramatic changes. The people are just like, wow, what the hell? No way. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. It's like, maybe you tell them I was the most unattractive person growing up in high school. And people are like, no way, you're so attractive. Wow, you're so good looking. And then you show them a picture of what you look like in high school, and they're like, oh my God. But that was just an example. It doesn't have to be. That was just to reiterate my point. But there's just something here. Drastic change, guys. Drastic. It's really inspiring to other people. All right, let me get some more info. Oh my God, I haven't got many tarot for you. Spirit doesn't even want to give me tarot. I will give you more tarot, but let me just give you this one. Oh, that flew out. You're also on it. Okay, you're full of surprises. And this is what's channeled. This is what's come through. People can't predict your behavior, even though you're like the 10 of Pentacles, which is solid material success, solid level of wealth, level of, material abundance. But there's something here about your energy where it's like you're spontaneous, or there's some sort of unpredictability here. I'm getting it. The more I tap into your energy, I'm getting it. I don't know what's going on. Let's get the cards and then we'll get more info. Okay, let me pull them up so you can see them. Okay, so we have 2 cards that have turned over. They're the pick me cards. So the cards that want to be seen first. We have opportunity, collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunity. Very creative energy. Then we have, oh my God, paint the sun back into your sky. That's such a magical moment. We've got a girl here with a set of paints, and then we've got a set of paints here, and she's literally painting the sun. She's painting positivity back in her life. She's painting hope. She's painting strength. She's painting a positive vision that she has for her future. But what I'm getting here is that you see hope, opportunities. You're not like that energy where it's like pessimistic and you're like, oh, I don't see any way out of this. I only focus on the negative. No. So this is about what is very attractive about your energy and alluring and magnetic. You help other people. This is your energy. People may have a black sky and may not see any opportunity that lies ahead to get them out of darkness, but you show them the way. It's almost like you show them, you're like a guiding light, which is what I get. This is the sun, and I want to say it's kind of like the sun card in tarot. So you are this big ray of sunshine for people. Positive light, positive guiding light, positive energy. Far out. She's even wearing like an outfit that has a number of stars. And stars for me represent hope. And this is like assisting, providing, creating possibilities, open doors. When people are around you, all these different opportunities come up, or possibilities, or ideas, or it's like, wow, I didn't know that there was that path that I can go down, or I didn't know. It's like a perspective shift that you give to other people. People are so stuck in their own sort of down in the dumps thoughts that you sort of free them from that. You allow this different perspective, or this different way of thinking, or this different... You also show people their strengths, because the sun is that kind of energy of... It just wants positive energy. It just wants everything to work out. It's just happiness, pure happiness. So I am sensing here that you show people their most positive qualities, even if they can't see that. Okay? I love it. The sun illuminates, magnifies whatever it's around. Wow, I love this. Let's get more energies. Let's get more cards. Curiosity, open, warm. I'm already getting such lovely energy. It's a lighter energy. Lighter in the sense of you just know that everything's going to work out. You're very optimistic. It's giving me that Sagittarius energy of happy-go-lucky, like philosophical, you know, like if there's a will, there's a way. Like you will always find a way out of a tricky situation, no matter how dark it is. And people love that. Let's get more. Engage in higher reason. And I'm talking about philosophical energy. You could be very philosophical. Seek the truth. My goodness. Very spiritual energy as well. My pile number 3 is very spiritual. Focus your mind on what you really want. We are helping. Oh, this is what you do for other people. Okay. It's like nothing cannot be done. Nothing cannot be achieved. Nothing cannot be reached. The sky is the limit. The sky isn't the limit, I mean. Like, your energy is where dreams are made of, pile number 3. People know that they can make their dreams come true when they're around you. Or you do that for people. Okay, an example of that would be, you know, I met my partner and he has his energy, or his, I guess, the connection that I formed with him has allowed me to create my dreams come true. And that's what I'm feeling for you with other people. Let's get more. You help people realize their dreams as well. A leg up. This is what you provide. Oh my God, I have to turn up over all the cards. I love this. Like the other 2 piles are a little bit more darker and heavier, and like not that you can't handle dark or heavy energies, but there's just a lightness in your attitude. There's like the cards, there's this sense of being one with spirit, or one with the whole world, or like I can't even explain it. It is very philosophical. It's very what's that word? Spirit's giving me a word. Enigmatic? I can't even say it. You may like nature, just because I'm getting a lot of natural elements in these cards. We've got the curiosity, open and warm. You could be an air sign, by the way. That's just coming through very strong. You don't have to be, but there's something about your mind. Can we see here, flash over, it's all in your head with a leg up. You help people. If someone feels like they can't achieve something in their life, you're like, no, you can. You're like a cheerleader in a sense. You're such a big motivator. You're such an inspiration. Like, you encourage people. When someone wants to give up on something, or feel like they're a failure, or feel like they can't achieve what it is they want, and they have you by their side or just within their proximity, oh my God. They will realize that they're capable and that they're stronger and that they can achieve what it is that they so much doubted within themselves. Wow, 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 wow. I'm gonna cry because I love this so much and I don't think you realize it. There's like the Empress. The Empress is, it's interesting. I look at that card, I'm like, is that the Star card? It's not, but I get a star energy from it. Empress, you are the Empress. Empress is also very creative energy. Like, there's such an element of creativity here. We also have self-love with the fresh new spring. You're always creating something new, pile number 3. There's always something new to yourself as well. There's always something new to your personality, or there's something like you're constantly surprising people. Remember how I was saying that there's something here about you revealing something that people didn't expect. You're entertaining. You're lively. There's so much to your personality. You may have a big personality and you may feel like you have to rein it in a bit, but don't let it shine. You're like fresh air to people. People feel alive. People feel like they're on a different universe when they're around you. Like, I'm just getting Aquarius energy. Like I said before, air energy. There's something a little bit eccentric and odd about you. But you own it. You love yourself for it. You have so much self-love, which then radiates outwards. And people pick up on that. People will love people that love themselves because it just helps others learn to love themselves as well. Like, I'm getting also very emotional with your pile, and air signs aren't that emotional. So I wonder where the emotional element's coming in. It could just be people are so starstruck or struck or get emotional for the fact that you are so yourself and okay with yourself. It actually impacts on people and they get so teary about it because it's like, how can I accept myself as much as you accept yourself? But I'm getting teary. Like, your pile is the most emotional, even though it doesn't give me that level of depth that I would expect to get emotional in. But it's more out of respect for you and out of the fact that you are completely authentic and completely real, and there's nothing that you will not do that isn't yourself. Like, why would you want to be anyone else but yourself? That's you. That's what's beautiful about you. That's what is so attractive about your energy. The number one thing, pile number 3. Okay, let's get some intuitive messages for you. Pile number 3. These messages could be what we've been talking about, but mostly throughout the reading, it's been just messages for you to hear right now, okay? From Spirit. Just little intuitive messages for pile number 3, Spirit. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Okay. These are just messages that you're meant to hear right now. Wow. We have soulmate twice. And we have manifestation. Okay. Some of you guys instantly are gonna manifest your soulmate if you haven't already. Some of you guys already have, or you will be. Yeah, a lot of you, it hasn't happened. If it has, that's great. You took the bold risk and you got out there and did something a little bit different. Like, it's almost like you tried a different action and you got a different result. If that is if you're already with your soulmate or you're already in a connection that feels very, very aligned or intimate. If not, you will be manifesting your soulmate. That's coming through very strongly. You'll have to take some sort of risk, do something different, be bold. But it's almost giving me the energy of like, don't be afraid to stand out and be unique. Okay? That is where you will be like, take the risk of just being yourself and accepting yourself and embracing yourself wholeheartedly, because that's going to bring someone that resonates with that energy of you being completely yourself. So wow, what could go wrong when someone accepts you completely for yourself? That is what feels like soulmate energy. In your shoes, you're going to be feeling that. You're going to be feeling, wow, this is my soulmate. Wow, I love this connection. Wow, I've manifested this. And this is, for a lot of you, hasn't come in yet. Because we've got distance here. Distance is telling me. This is sort of like your past, your present, your future. Distance in your present, in your past is telling me that is coming in the future, in the distant future. So, wow, that's very specific intuitive messages for you, power number 3. So get ready for that. You are soulmate material, by the way, as well. Yes, in your own unique way, in your own quirky uniqueness. Okay, so that's your reading, power number 3. I'm going to leave it there. I hope something resonated. If it did, feel free to leave a comment. I love your messages. I love your feedback. If you liked my energy and the style of my reading, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can see you in another YouTube video. Okay, let's get into the final pile number 4. Let me have a drink of water because I'm so thirsty in my readings lately. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm talking faster, or maybe I'm like not drinking enough water. It is very like hot where I am. It's like summer in Australia. So we're getting to the final pile. And I'm so excited for your pile. And I do feel like there are some messages here for me. So I'm with you guys. So that's exciting. So we're going to be having a look at why people are drawn to your energy. What is so magnetic, alluring, attractive about your energy? Why can't people get enough of your energy? You chose the mermaid deck, which is beautiful. So I'm going to tap into your energy and we're going to get into it. Let's get some channel messages. We're going to use a bunch of cards, guys. We're going to use tarot, oracle, intuitive messages, the whole shebang. So pile number 4, spirit. What is it? Why is their energy so attractive and magnetic? Oh, okay, I'm getting visions for you guys. All right. Okay, this is interesting. You guys have many different aspects of yourselves. I'm getting your outer personality. You know how when we're in social situations, we have like a facade. We have a front, you know? I think everyone does. Spirit is highlighting that, especially for you. And it's a strength for some reason. So I'm going to talk about it. So when you're out in social situations, because Spirit is giving me this energy a lot. Like I'm getting visions of you out, like clubbing, partying, restaurants, like you're with your friends or you're just in a social setting. I don't know what's going on, but this is where your energy shines the most, or this is what is so captivating about you, is when you're, it's similar to another reading I did. I did another reading, and in that reading, it was saying that in one of the piles, that you hold a social group together. You are like so when it comes to social situations, there's usually one person that keeps the group from biting each other's heads off, or keeping the balance, or keeping the harmony, or just making the social activity or event work out well. There is usually that one person that is the glue. And that is what Spirit is highlighting for you guys. You are a master of social relationships, whether you're aware of this or not, or whether you, like, it's really interesting because with this reading, I want you to know, if you don't resonate with it at all, it could be the energy that you're growing into. It could be the energy that you're going to be stepping into in the future. So don't neglect it or feel like it completely doesn't resonate to you. Because I do notice with a lot of my readings, it's like the energies that you're about to step into, or the energies that you will grow into. Because a lot of these YouTube videos and a lot of these messages from Spirit, it's emphasizing the growth that's going to take place within you, or it is highlighting the growth that is needed within you, the potential that your soul craves and longs for. So I'm going to go with that because I'm talking about it, especially for this pile. There is something here within your soul. It's almost like you have a contract with your soul. Okay, I am going to be a great person when it comes to social situations. I can handle myself confidently in social interactions, or at parties, or it's large groups, large groups. And you may think, oh, I'm a hermit. Don't even want to go outside my bedroom. I don't have many people I like to surround myself with. That's fine. But your soul, so interesting that your soul is like going to go through massive growth. Pile number 4. You do not know that you will be in charge of lots of people. Let me get more cards because I'm just okay. We're gonna see why this is so, why people find this so attractive. But you bring people together. It's like, okay, how do I best explain this in simple terms? Gemini energy. You could have Gemini in your chart, but Gemini, what do? Okay, they rule. They rule communication, connecting with other people, stimulation through talk, writing. Your mind could be very attractive. The way that you communicate. Like, you guys could be, yeah, oh my God, it's coming through so strongly now. Your words, you guys could be really good writers, you could be readers, it's just the way you express yourself. The way you communicate is very magnetic to other people. People want to listen to what you have to say. And what does that require? You to be around other people. Your voice is what people need to hear. And some of you guys may not be fully stepped into using your voice yet. But that's okay. But what you have to say will be what people find so magnetic about your energy. Wow. I'm like sitting here like wanting to know what the hell what you have to say, or what you want to talk about, or I mean, it's gonna be different for all of you, but there's something here. People need to hear your voice. So that then comes with knowledge. That then comes with, it could be something about a passion that you want to talk about. But like I said before, right at the beginning, you're good at handling social situations. You're good when it comes to those social dynamics. Some people can be in a social situation and not have any sort of idea of the needs of the other people in the group. So then it just sort of like falls apart, or there's fights that happen, or there's I mean, you could have Libra placements because Libras are really good at this. They're very diplomatic. They're very good at like harmonizing different energies within a social group. They're very good at relationships. You would be very good at handling relationships, all types of relationships. Like, I do sense that you, pile number 3, are good at accepting people for who they are. Because you have to have a level of acceptance for everyone in order to see where someone's coming from, or to be able to handle any sort of social situation. Like, you could become a leader. People follow you, pile number 4. Or they will. Like, if you don't think that anyone follows you right now, they will. There's something that you have to say, or there's something that people want to back you up with. I need the cards for this. I am getting, okay, I know this is interesting because I picked this file, but I don't see this within myself, but it's giving me like politicians. Like, you could be a politician, or you could be just someone that's in a position of influence. But you handle that influential power very, very well. All right, for pile number 4, Spirit, why people cannot get enough of their energy? Okay, I'm getting Aries energy. That's coming straight through. I don't know why, but Aries energy, what does that represent? It represents the self. Similar to pile number 1, like, you're so you're sure of yourself. But it's interesting. Okay, it's coming through a little bit more. Even if you have no idea exactly who you are, or who you're meant to be, or what you're meant to do, there's still this certain level of confidence. There's still this level of, okay, I don't have to have it all figured out. I don't have to have all the answers, but I'm still gonna go where I feel called to. There's like this inner intuitive energy coming through. It's like you intuitively know where you need to go, or where you need to be, or who you don't need to be around, or like you've got good instincts. Like, you have this very strong inner compass that will keep you safe and take you where you need to be. You have this inner knowing within yourself that people find very attractive. It's great because you're like the realist pile. You're the pile where I feel like you're very aware that you may not have it all together. You're very aware of your wrongs, or your screw ups, or your weaknesses, but at the same time, there's something here that people are just like they're still winning at life. Like, you are the most relatable person out of all the piles. And that can be very, very, that can draw a lot of people. If you're relatable, and okay, I'm getting a lot of channels. Okay, I'll just name the 2 channels that came through just then before I hit the cards, because I get a lot of channeling for your pile. No, I've lost it. Sometimes that happens. I'll get so many channels and then they'll just all go. Fire out, Spirit. Give me a second. Okay. Spirit just said that you don't really take to heart what people say. You're very good at, what's that word? filtering information. Like you don't take things so seriously, or you understand where a person's coming from. Yeah, I do sense that, guys. I don't think, it's not that you don't care or you're compassionate or you're understanding, but you know when to take things personally and when not to. There's this very strong intuitive compass that you have, and there's this wisdom that you innately have already. Like you're very, very, like, I'm getting high priestess energy. Like you already have a lot of profound information within yourself, and you usually surprise yourself with the things that come out of your mouth. You're like, where the hell did that come from? So you could definitely have a lot of spiritual knowledge, power number 4 as well, which people pick up on. People sense that with you. They're drawn to that. They're drawn to your spiritual knowledge, or you definitely act a lot older than you are, okay? You may feel a lot older than you are. I also feel like people can't really hate you as well. You can't really be completely authentically yourself if you have no haters. But there's just this energy of, even if someone hates you, they can't legitimately really hate you. There's no real reason. So I hope that makes sense. I don't feel like that comes off as making sense, but you're such a person of, I want to say integrity, or a person that doesn't wish any ill harm or anyone, or you're just so good in social situations or understanding people that there is no way that you could let someone hate you, or even if they hated you, it's just because of their own insecurities. There is no legitimate reason for someone to hate you, because you do not act in a way that is hurtful or shadow-like us. Like there's nothing malicious about this energy, before. Nothing. You're not manipulative. Maybe you were in the past, but you're definitely very mature in that sense, emotionally mature. Okay, let's get your cards. Let's see what your cards have to say. So the first card that's turned over that wants to be seen, I call it the pick me cards, is the World. Wow. It's the only card that's turned up. And when a card faces upwards, it just tells me that it's a very important energy and it wants to be seen straight away before all these other energies. So the World. The World is about new beginnings for me. It's about new cycles. It's about shifts and changes. It's about being seen in the world as well. This World card in particular, it's interesting because there are no leaves on this tree. It's a tree that is laying its roots. And I know that eventually we will start to see some leaves on this tree, or some flowers, or something will blossom soon. So it does give me this energy of, you've done work. You've done a lot of effort into something, and now you're about to see the payoff. All the efforts of, like, all the hard work for your efforts is what it's giving me, this World card. So you know great things are about to come. You expect great things to come, part number 4. And these great things will last a very long time with this tree here. You're building a legacy, part number 4. You're building big things. And this is what people find attractive about your energy, is that you're a visionary, you're a bigger picture thinker. You have maybe some very crazy big ideas, or you may see so far into the future that people are like, that's unrealistic, that's crazy, what are you thinking about? But you know your dreams, your visions, and your future are possible. All right, let's get more. Let's turn over some more cards. Connection. Wow. Oh my God. Talking about people. Oh yeah. I'm gonna turn over a lot of these cards. I'm getting so thirsty, so I may need to have more water before I pass out. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I don't know what that has to do about your reading, about your energy. People may want to pass out in your energy. It's that great. I don't know. You could have a bit more of an intense energy. It's intense in the sense of like you're 2 steps ahead, or you're just a little bit more out of this world. Or you know how, okay, Spirit's giving me this image of, or this scenario where, you know how people start trends, like on TikTok, there's a trend, right? There's some sort of trend. Someone starts a trend, and then all of a sudden it just becomes crazy popular. I'm getting that energy. Like maybe you will start a trend, or you will start something that's never been done before, and then everyone will copy you. It's giving me that vibe. People may like to copy you. Okay? I don't think it's a negative thing, but there's just something here about you're a trendsetter. Oh, I needed water. Sorry, guys. I may just like faint on the floor. So I have to drink water. Okay. I'm just having a look at your cards, and wow. There's a lot of transformation coming through here. All right, where do I want to start? Okay, let's start over here. We have connection and keep your commitments. You're a loyal person, whether that is loyal with your friends, or loyal with your family, or loyal with your romantic partner. You keep your commitments, okay? You probably rather long-term connections rather than just like acquaintances or meaningless relationships. Relationships is a theme that I'm bringing up for you, and what is very attractive about your energy, okay? You're very good. Even if you may think that you're not, you are. All right, let's have a look. We've got this beautiful card here, which is faith. And it's so interesting. Whenever I look at that specific card, I always feel like it's the Empress energy, just because she's pregnant. And but it's the card of faith. Having faith in your dreams here. I mean, if I was to look at this card here closely, it is the planet Earth. She's actually giving birth to Earth. And then we've got the world. So the world is within her belly. Like you guys are going to be birthing something to the world in your lifetime. And I think that is going to be very attractive to people. Your energy, you're very ahead of your time, pile number 4. Oh my God, I'm just having a look at some of your cards. Sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that card means. Okay, Pluto. We have Pluto energy here, transformation. And I want you to know that Pluto energy is fucking hard to work through, all right? Yes, people are like, oh wow, Pluto transforming, you know, like it's just such a very, I guess, exciting energy in the sense that things shift and change. But it's hard energy to go through. So this just tells me here that when you go through times of change, you have faith. Like you have faith that things will work out. Things will ultimately, like there's almost this blindedness from you guys that I absolutely love. You know, a lot of people will be thinking of it as a weakness, but there's this illusion. Okay. what Spirit's trying to bring through is there's almost this deep-seated fixation of your dreams coming true. Like, even if you interact with someone and you tell them about this, or somehow they'll sense it from you, and people will be like, that's so unrealistic, what the hell? For someone that isn't able to understand your dreams, like, you're the biggest dreamer I've ever seen in my life. Like, out of all the readings I've done, a lot of pick-up card readings, there's something here that you're here to share with the world. You're here to this, you have a, like, I'm looking at the message in a bottle and I'm like, there is a message here. This isn't you receiving a message, this is about you giving a message to the world, and people absolutely are going to find this mesmerizing. Your words, like, I'm getting Gemini mercurial energy. It could be a Gemini, or it's just that energy that you're in. You have something to say. Your words will impact on the world and everyone around you. We also have this card here, the Midas and the Miser. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. So you could branch out to be an entrepreneur. You could already be an entrepreneur, but with the world, it just tells me you're here to give services or something. I just sense there's something here that you want to create, something that is a vision. Okay, it may require you to go through some transformative energy, okay, to be able to be in this position, to get through this, to have, like, all right, I'm already getting a few other channels, so I'm just like, Spirit is taking me everywhere in your reading. Like, I will have this channeled message, and then I would get, and I'm like, okay, I'll go with that, but then I'll also get this 100 different other channels. So I wonder if that is kind of like your life may take you in lots of different directions, okay, but it's ultimately going to lead you to the same destination or the same goal. So you're going to have a lot of experiences in your life, power number 4, okay, but what I really want Spirit to just be quiet with, so I can sort of really emphasize on some other energies that I'm seeing in the cards, because sometimes my channeling can be really, really loud that I can't really focus on the cards, and I'm trying to be like, Spirit, please just quiet my channeling so I can focus on the cards. So I'm getting a lot of sensitive energies. The more I look in the cards, I've got Pluto energy. It's not sensitive, but we have to break down insecurities. We're going to break down things, okay, that are no longer working for us. That's the transformative process. And then I see here it was dark fears, and then we've got the moon. Moon could also represent fears, insecurities, anxieties, things that are hidden. I want you to know that with transform the way you see and transformation here, even message in a bottle, you will work through some really dark fears of your own, okay? And with the moon, especially with the moon, I have to guarantee you with this, okay? If some of you guys are already like, okay, I've got some fears that I need to work through, I know this, you will get through it. I want you to know this for sure. That's just a must here, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. You will go through some dark stuff within yourself that you have to face, that the moon wants you to recognize. But you got transformation twice, so you're just going to honestly become like a different person, or more of the person that you see within your mind. There's giving me this energy of you picture yourself as someone that you want to be. Like, you're very visual. I do get that. Like, you have an idea of who it is that you want to be, because I'm sensing that. I'm just seeing that you have a picture in your mind of who you would like to be or act or embody. I think do that. I think that's very helpful, and I think your creativity allows for you to do this. And I do want to say throughout all your energy that you will be playing lots of different roles. It's interesting how I'm kind of telling you a little bit about what's in store for you and a bit of your journey into your life rather than what people find attractive about you. But it is what, especially with the dark fears and the moon, like people can sense that you do have to maybe face a lot within yourself. And the fact that you're not afraid to do that and will keep trying, like I said at the beginning of this reading, you're okay to sort of like be real and relatable. It's like you'll fall over, you'll have a cry, you'll get back up. Lots of you trying to overcome obstacles, overcome things within yourself. Like you could have fears or you could have trauma. But all this self-awareness and healing it plays a part in your vision. It plays a part in your message to the world through what you're offering here with the entrepreneur here. Like, I mean, what is an entrepreneur? Your own business, your service, something that you're giving to the world, like something you're giving birth to here. Like these two cards are connected. It's destined for you. You have the destiny card. We will assist you in helping the important people in your life use love. Oh my God, yeah. Helping people. Yeah, I will say, like, you could be helping people with their mental health in some way. Helping people heal. You could be transforming lives. I do sense strongly here, as well as you facing your darkest fears and your insecurities and your anxieties and things that are scary and hidden that you don't usually want to be revealed to people. You are so good at helping others with their demons or with their pain in some way, and helping people work through it or not feel alone. Especially with the connection card. Like, you're very good at forming connections when you want to. Wow, like I'm a little bit taken back by the immense amount of power that is coming from this energy. Some people will think that you're ridiculous for going after such big dreams or such big visions. I really want you not to worry about. I don't think you will, because you understand humans and like why they react in certain ways. All right, let's get your intuitive messages, pile number 4. Okay, these intuitive messages could show us a little bit about your energy and why it's so magnetic and attractive and why people can't get enough of it. Or it could just be messages that you need here right now. We'll see when we turn over the cards. Wow. Oh my God. I can already see a card. Oh my god, take a risk. The reward will be beyond your wildest dreams. Oh my god, you, if you're a little bit nervous or hesitant in taking risks, yeah, you will, okay, I'm gonna be straight up for you, partner, before. You have to be bold. You have to take risk. And I think that's something that will become a lot easier as you get older, okay? Because you'll be taking some really big risks in life and it's going to pay off. Look at this. Someone needs to leave your life. That's interesting, okay? It's kind of landing with the transformation. Things that you no longer know that is healthy for your life. You're happy to leave it. You're happy to let it go. You're happy to constantly be open to your growth. We have ego death. Wow. That's big. Wow, wow, wow. On those two cards, that's insane. I don't even know how to interpret that. That is just, wow. Let me get one more card. Ugh. The ego death. Yeah. This comes from spirit. Like, you this isn't because you're selfish. What it is that you're offering here with the entrepreneur in the world, it is coming down because you're selfless. It's coming from a place of spiritual enlightenment with the transformation. You know, when you go through deep transformation, you come outside on the, like, you come out on the other side, you're a lot more spiritual, you're a lot more enlightened. That is the energy I'm getting here. That's where this thing that you're giving birth to and you're showing to the world, yeah, it's not coming from ego, which is, it's like, it's almost like you don't even really put yourself out there to share this to the world. It's almost like you just happen, it's not like you wanted this. It just happened naturally. Spirit has put you here to share whatever it is. That is important, by the way. Take charge of your life. This will make you feel better. Yes, coming with darkest fears. Taking charge of your, like, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. That is what I feel with this card. Maybe your voice plays a part in this, helping other people face their fears. Like, your words are words of comfort for people. We have evil with the moon. Transform the way you see. You reveal to yourself and to other people things that they're doing, actions, behaviors, thoughts that are not healthy. And you transform it and people see the way that they're acting differently. You know, it's almost like, oh, okay, some people are really blind to whether they're actually helping themselves or not. You know, a lot of people can be stuck in illusions or stuck in habits that are not healthy. You expose this and help people understand how to better themselves and how to see unpleasant situations in a different way, different light. And then we have start a business, destiny. Okay, that could be destined for you, the business. I mean, you got entrepreneurial, like, what can I say? Yeah. But I feel like it's because you have a message or you have something to offer the world, and it's huge and it's part of your vision, part of your dream. And this is what people find very attractive about your energy. Just that you're a visionary and that you are a little bit ridiculous in terms of how determined you are, or just the power of your belief in something that you want created in this world. So don't give up on your dreams, pound number 4, because they're definitely here for a reason. You have destiny here. You're here to share something big with the world. And you know it, right? Even if people will catch onto this a little bit later on. All right, I definitely feel like you are ahead of your time. And I definitely feel like you're going to have a big following, pile number 4. Right? People want to be you. Even if you're like, that's a bit weird, I don't want people to be like me. But there's something that people get out of, something to do with your voice, something to do with your message, something, you have something here that people connect to. I mean, you're very good at building connections. You're very good in social situations. You're just very, even if you may have still debilitating social anxiety, but you'll work through that. You'll transform that. You'll be maybe a very confident speaker one day. That's what I'm getting, okay? You go from really scared of being in the spotlight to being comfortable and okay with that. So pile number 4, that was your reading. I hope something resonated in that. If it did, feel free to leave a comment. If you guys like my energy and my style of reading and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in another reading.